Hey team, it's Ripper here. Hope you guys are doing great. It's Schlieffen week. Yes, Schlieffen week, and the title of the video is GK versus Schlieffen. Which one will win and what's better? And we'll kind of come up with a verdict right. So we'll grab some tea here, sit down and have a blast. We'll look at the build on the screen if you'd like to try that build out. This is our build for the current video, and try out your own and have fun with it. Again, appreciate all the support, guys. Like, subscribe, bell button, and comment below if you'd like to support the channel. We're on our way to 400 subscribers, and we are getting there and having a blast doing it. Sailing ships, shooting enemies, and having a great blast community, just to have a great time with this world of Warships. So, the Schlieffen, I've already done a review about it. Check that video out. And really, honestly, this is one of my favorite, I have to say, the best battleship slash battle cruiser ship I've played in a long time in World of Warships, and it is so fun. And I'll tell you why. My review does the basics, you know, telling you what I think of it, but some of the things I'm just analyzing and thinking about is it pretty much does everything that you ever wanted a ship to possibly do. Especially when I joined this game, I thought it was more of just battleships shooting tons of guns at each other and just seeing the barrage of fire going left and right, and the gun sounds are incredible. I mean, oh yeah, if you haven't done it already, with the new update, you're allowed to customize your sound profile in settings and under audio, and I have selected the cinematic, and oh my gosh, when you turn this bad boy up with subwoofers and surround sound and everything, this game takes it to a whole different level now. Now with the new graphics of water that look realistic, the gun sounds are incredible. It literally looks like you are in a real, like, kind of simulation, maybe in real life almost. It looks like, wow, this is super realistic. I had a friend come over one time and look at this, and they thought it literally were watching a movie. And I'm like, yeah, just a simulation. It's a pretty fun game, but I digress. The Schlieffen, again, why is it so fun? It literally has everything that you could possibly want to have it do. I mean, it has the big guns, of course, big enough guns just for what it does. I mean, look at this. I'll take a shot at the Montaigne here. Take in a nice quick shot, lead it just right, 8-second travel time, so I put the 12 on it. I always +4 on that in my strategy here. So look at that, +4 on the travel time seconds, and bam, 8,300 you know, damage right there. We'll take it, you know. What does it have? The guns, like we already talked about. Next one is secondaries, more guns. I mean, it is so fun to see the secondaries go, literally all the gun crews are firing at all directions and in both sides nowadays. I love it, the fact that World Warships finally came to their senses and go, in real life, you would have crews on both sides of the ship firing at everything. Gun crews, AA gun crews, main gun crews, and whatnot. Totally awesome. The other aspect is you have torpedoes. Yes, a battleship with torpedoes. I mean, now you literally have almost every weapon system you could possibly want to put in this game. You even have depth charge submarine planes. I mean, if you pretty much have all the gamut here. You're only missing maybe fighter planes and spotter planes and all the whatnot. But we don't want to have this be a super ship or anything. We just wanted to have a basic, well-rounded, very versatile, very fun ship to play. So look at the maneuverability. I just did a 360. Now you notice some of the tactics and gameplay I'm talking about here. You just observe it and figure out what you want to do for yourself. I've noticed in this ship it's very squishy. Now what does squishy mean? Basically it cannot absorb damage from more than 2 ships or more at a time, especially even HE spammers, because this thing cannot survive very long. It doesn't have the nice, like the Yamato here we're looking at, it doesn't have its kind of armor scheme and like a nice either 32, 50, or even, I think GK has up to 50 something plus, or, you know, armor scheme, millimeter armor plating. It doesn't have that as much. It may have it in the mid sections maybe, but majority of the time you're getting hit with HE shells, and even nice AP shells well placed can take a big chunk out of your cheek right there. So what I've normally found that works in this game for this ship is hit and run tactics, as well as, you know, fire, move on, move it, I call it scoot and shoot. Essentially fire and jink out, move, regroup, and just like I did, I basically did a 360 away from the targets, coming back around, bring it. Now the guns turn pretty fast, so you can get the guns back on. The back turret is 360, of course, and just look at that barrage. Isn't that gorgeous, ladies and gentlemen? Beautiful rainbow of death right there, just constant firing, and hopefully we get, oh, we're about to get 100 hits. Right? Look at the ticker on the right there, just keep ticking up. And once we get to 100, we pop Luchen's perk right there, and watch it, 10 more hits. Flare up, there it is. Now look at that rate of fire, boom, 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 boom. and we are just sending barrage, and bam, get the close quarter experts kill. And now the next target we're looking at right now, and I love this, the ship is literally just switching from target to target. Scoot and shoot, scoot and shoot. Next target and get ready to go. Always, in the situational awareness on the battlefield. We get a broadside sailing, take a quick shot over there with the main guns, and boom, boom, and that was it. About 4 overpens, not bad. Still took about 5K off his health there. Oh, we got the GK. Now that's a full health GK right there, almost right there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can take on and how it handles by itself. Now you be the judge of it. We do have a little assistance from our midway and maybe even our Holland, but I mean, you be the judge of what the rate of fire we're doing. Take another quick shot at the Salem. We are going to melt him. Look at that. This is a beautiful scene right here. Just seeing a broadside Salem, and then all the secondaries will finish him off. I noticed the secondaries, guys, you got to build for secondaries, because if you're not firing guns, you're doing something wrong. You got to be firing at all times. If you're not fat, dumb, and happy, you're doing something wrong. You got to be constantly doing something. Have the guns, the cruise fire, and there it is. Close quarters expert. Boom. Back to port we go. Now, here we go, one-on-one against the GK, and let's see what happens here. Now, he's got secondaries, I've got secondaries, all IFHE. It's not gonna pin his 50mm armor deck, but it will get the 32 and maybe super structure. So we're gonna cheat a little bit here and try to get all 4 guns. Now, lesson learned right here, the Schlieffen does not do very well aiming all 4 guns at something, because now you're exposing a little bit too much broadside. Now, look at this shot right here, 6 shells in the air, and boom, look at that, 12,000 damage. That is not something you can sustain for very long. So I would say -1 for the Schlieffen on that, and -1 on me for angling too much and being greedy with the gun. So I kind of said, well, we got a heal going off. Another great thing, quick repairs. That if you manage these correctly, you can really last a long time. But if you're going against 2 or more ships, these, no matter what kind of repair parties you have, they do not last against barrages like that. 8,700 damage right there. So now I elect to basically angle even more. And then the good thing about this, the secondary guns have really, really good angles. So you can cheat a little bit more and get more of like a 70-degree offset here to keep firing. And look, majority of the guns are constantly firing. We're up to 273 consistent hits, and the Holland takes a broadside, ouch, to the small end, my favorite destroyer, by the way. 7,300 shot on that. Now, we reduced the damage on that one. See, angling makes a slimmer profile, making the shells not all the shells are going to hit because of the dispersion of those shells and the Sigma and so forth. Ooh, we got a broadside GK now. Bad mistake on his part. We're going to see if we can get some broadside shots, but you know what? We got some torpedoes. We're going to try to fire a couple in front of him and hopefully get a lucky shot. Again, this is what gives us the advantage. GK does not have a torpedo salvo rack here, so we get the option of doing that. Again, these are slow, and he's probably got, like he's turning right now, he's probably got his hydro up, 6-kilometer range. We do too. We have to wait, manage our health here. Right now, we only got 19,000 to his 15, and we fire another set, 16 torpedoes total. I mean, what more could you ask for in a battleship? And I think we get a little help up from the midway here. And here he comes, midway. And he took him out for it. Boom goes the dynamite, and we survive. We started fire. Good thing we have the damage con ready right there, and we go. Okay, now you be the judge of it. Could we have survived the last 19K of his health through our 19K of ours? You be the judge of that one. Without the midway's help, I'll never know. We were constantly shooting our secondaries. He was too. So we weren't really sure who could have won that battle. I think I could have if we managed it pretty well. But again, our damage cons are a little faster than his, and if I managed my health correctly, could have held out a little bit longer against the GK if I angled a little bit more. The torpedoes there that help. Again, I've noticed another tactic is a lot of guys these days with Hydra will turn and stop. So my tactic lately is not following the marker for the torpedoes, but actually aiming one at the marker and then one behind or directly at the ship, because most of the time guys will slam on the brakes and aim right at you. So if you fire one right directly at them, most likely you're going to get a better shot than shooting against what the predictive reticle does. So I don't follow the reticle anymore. I use it as a gauge to what's the trend, and wherever I see the trend going to, that's where I shoot around it. I kind of shoot around the marker and trend. I believe the trend indicator for torpedoes works way better if you're in a destroyer that's a little close range, because there's really no time to maneuver at that point. Oh my goodness, are we gonna have to carry this team here? We're up to what, 2 kills, 155,000 damage here, and we're kind of almost neck and neck. They're ahead 30 points. Now what is the strategy here? Their Smellin's probably gonna go cap A. We have to cap Bravo here and see if we can save the day. I checked our secondaries, all of them are still working. And I don't know what the CV on the other team was thinking of, but they basically were heading right towards us. So our midway is basically going to hopefully scout for us and find this small one, but you notice this is pretty much a disadvantage here, even though look at the speed of this ship. This another great aspect of this ship is the 35 knot speed with speed flag here. I mean, you have a battleship going almost the speed of a destroyer. I think a gearing can get up to about 35 to 40 knots. You have a battleship that's doing the same thing, which is pretty ridiculous, and you have secondaries reaching out to 12.5 kilometers. So what is the play right here? Well, my thought, I kind of had to juggle left and right on this one. Do I turn left or do I go up the middle? So I'm thinking that the small one's probably, the way he's pointing right now, it takes more time to turn away and come back around. He's probably going to continue to turn and go left, so I elected to go left. I made a decision, I stuck with it, and we'll see if he does. Yep, he's still coming left here. So we are going to elect to go left as well so we can catch him running into us. And I was hoping for that. I was hoping that we would seal the deal. And also we would get the Immelman as well, because probably, most likely, Immelman's probably going to turn away from me and show full broadside. So I said the fastest way to get him is probably just to turn right now, get all the guns facing to the starboard side, the right side here, and get a nice broadside shot as well. He's sailing right into our secondaries range. So I think we're going to finish him off with secondaries. And again, might have to carry this team. There goes the midway. Yeah, I don't understand what happened there. Again, the Immelman's pretty strong, almost broken, kind of German with those, what's it called, skip bombs. I don't know I don't know how those things play in, but man, those things are deadly. Take a quick shot right there. 21,000 damage. My goodness. I mean, these guns, although they are only 8 guns and the dispersion's not as great, they do pack a wallop, ladies and gentlemen. So we're gonna get the secondaries going off right here. IFHE built, penetrating 132 millimeters plus with the small guns, and the big guns will penetrate a little bit larger. Take another quick shot, and there's our hydro spotting those torpedoes from us. Now, we're not scared of these small one torpedoes. They're kind of weak, Holland kind of style torpedoes. They are a little fast, not as fast as Holland, but we can see them and dodge them with ease. 4,000, 3,000, 2,000 damage, just melting away the Immelman. We ain't worried about it. And we got to worry about, there's the small one over there on the right, already thinking about the next target right here. And hard turn right, boom goes the dynamite, Maximum goes down. We are 3 kills in with only 100 way. The only way to win this game with the amount of time given left is to go for the kill against the small one. So I will not bore you guys to death. It pretty much ends in a loss. We just cannot, I mean, you can tell by the video here, we just cannot catch up with the small one too fast. And yeah, he uses the cover very wisely. He's exactly what I would have done. I'm pretty much just running away. Great job on the midway for spotting for us, but there's only so much that we can do to get our guns to bear. If you're not shooting, you're not doing anything. So we can't really do anything. We're not effective at this point, but the game's pretty much over. They win. But there's a great video, 206,000 damage with 735. I've noticed I've gotten 700 plus secondary hits with this setup of build for the Schlieffen, and it is incredible. It's so much fun. It is try it out, guys. Grind. I know it's a grind, but it's worth it. It's so much fun to see the secondaries and the ability to brawl and use the torpedoes. You got 16 of them. You got nice guns, and they pack a wallop, and you're having a great time as well. This is pretty much like a machine gunner support ship. It's there to push with the rest of the pack and really provide fire support when needed. So hope you guys like the video. Comment, like, subscribe. Appreciate all the support and help, and hope you guys have a great day. And until then, I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers.